Gamers, I have said some less than kind things concerning Dimitri Fire Emblem over the past few months on Twitter, on podcast, and that's all changed now because I'm at a stage in my life where I would die for Dimitri Fire Emblem.
So specifically here, I'm dyeing wool, because I had a bunch of leftover wool, which I, found sort of cheap somewhere ages ago. So I'm dyeing using acid dyes, which is what's going to be good for wool, and it's going to give me, well, usually it would give me those kind of strong colours, but because there was already dye, its fabric was already dyed a pale shade of blue, and because there's already dye in the fibre, it's never going to go as dark as the samples I want. And I know this, and I accept it, and I'm going to have to sort of kind of Photoshop the colour to be Dimitri colour every time I photograph this. Which is fine, because the wool was really cheap. And that's partially why I actually wanted to do this project, because I already had the wool. And it's great. Now you see me there taking the wool out of water. I've soaked that, and you want to do that to like really open up the fibres and allow the dye to penetrate in there properly. And I actually dyed this for quite a lot longer than I really had to, just to get as much colour into the fabric as possible. And also because I got distracted by Fire Emblem.
Why are you supposed to beat Edelgard at the end of the lines? I don't know. I just don't know. Why did I pick maddening mode? I really don't know. Anyway.
Gamers, I actually had to change the difficulty settings down to hard in order to finish the last. I'm really ashamed of myself.
Guess what arrived in the post? It's my piece of sheep. I have no idea what this is going to look like. It could be far too small, it could be far too big, it could just be wrong. Large. Oh my god, it's perfect. Smells of lanolin. Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. Oof. I'm already there.
So I ordered a second grade, kind of shitty grade sheepskin, but the place actually sent me a top grade one, which is a pity, because it's really nice and I'm about to ruin it by dyeing it. Before I have to dye it, I have to shape it into the right shape, which I did by, I took a pattern off the existing one and then sort of figured out how to reshape and recut and fold. I used every single piece of this sheepskin. There is absolutely no wastage. Just because, what am I going to do with it? I don't want to waste it. The way I'm sewing it together here is with a little blanket stitch, a mattress stitch. It's actually quite easy to sew, a lot easier than like regular leather would be. I think it's just because it's cured to make it soft and nice. It's good.
This boy is finished. The thing is complete. Looks great, very soft. There we go, it's the right shape. But it's not the right colour, so now it's time to prove that I would dye not just once, but twice for Dimitri Fire Emblem.
Tidying up is important, people. You've got to tidy your workspace. Okay, so yeah, you can see me, I'm just kind of referencing the Dimitri standing at the cathedral sadly image to get the pattern that I need. And you know, you partition off the hair, just like if you were dyeing your actual real hair. Now this dye is nasty shit, like I would not want to put this in my actual hair. Just kind of stinks of ammonia, but luckily I have a large stash of masks around the place. But it's weird. It starts off with this like kind of pea colour and then darkens to black within about 10 minutes. It's wild. I ended up leaving this stuff in for a few hours just to make it proper dark. I end up kind of learning the technique of spreading it around, which is basically just kind of mashing it with a paintbrush. The dye is very potent. You only need like a tiny little bit of dye for it to actually develop into a black colour. So, you know, I didn't need to kind of layer it on too thick, but I did need to get the right technique of spreading it to every part of the fibre. What I'm doing here is all the leftover dye, just rubbing it over my hands and rubbing my hands over the sheepskin. Because, you know, if you look at Dimitri, there's no white bits on him, he's a filthy little bastard and he's all greyed up. So I you know, put the rest of the dye down there just to, you know, make it look dirty. None of this really nice white fleece that Leathercraft sent me. Okay, now this is my favourite bit of the entire process, is rinsing. Okay, you ever look at Timeskip Dimitri and you just want to drag him out back and hose him down? So yeah, just there's a lot of dye in there. It took me quite a while to rinse it out, so I didn't even bother filming the whole thing. And you know, once it rinses out, it goes, well, it went from really nice, soft, fluffy sheepskin to kind of nasty, which is exactly what I wanted. Oh, projectors, the most useful thing for making stencils and stuff. I think I bought this for like watching home movies and stuff. I don't think I've actually ever watched a movie on this. I've only made stencils. Because, you know, the Blathed Cresses or flag is quite detailed, so I made just like a one-use stencil. I didn't really worry about making it durable and sturdy. You know, I got all the fine details in there and just kind of fucked it up afterwards. I did keep this wee Blathed Crest. I'm gonna stencil it on some other stuff. The paint here is literally just acrylic paint. Like, it only needs to sit on the surface of the fabric. Also, have you ever tried to get acrylic paint out of clothes? Fucking nightmare. And finally we're gonna put it all together! Yay! Most of this cape is mostly hand sewn. You know, hem is entirely hand sewn. The only bit that's machined is the lining to the outer. Lining is this kind of poly wool crepe. Crepe because it hangs really well. And it's quite a heavy lining actually. It gives the cape a lot of weight. But yeah, all this is done hand sewn. You know, there's a lot of material in this cloak just because I wanted it to flow nicely, and all the material is gathered up at the shoulders so that the back will be flat and display that blathed flag. You know, this is all reinforcing to support those pleats, to support the sheepskin to the wool, and then, you know, just leather on the inside to stop it chafing and rubbing, and to protect the material. Alright, here we go. Shall we take a look at this hottest collection of this summer? Here you can really kind of see how heavy this is, and just how fun it is to walk around in it. I don't think I took this off for the whole day after I finished making it. Yeah, just hang on there. I've got a few photos of the final product to show you. Oh yeah, like, comment, and subscribe, whatever. I will be making more videos like this, so I've got a few wee photos of the final thing. I did style this wig eventually. Yeah, there we go. And there it is from the front. I will make the armour eventually, but, you know, Hot Girl Summer Dimitri is a placeholder for now. You know, I'm probably gonna have time to make the armour because I've got nothing else to do during quarantine. Anyway, you know, stay safe out there, lads, and happy cosplaying!